I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyrics are just lyrics.
There's a fucking coaster right there for a fucking reason.
Well, I was going to use it.
You know what, RJ?
Hold on, let me wipe the condensation off because I wasn't using it.
You know what? I saw, I did talk to Layla about you yesterday.
Layla.
Yeah.
Elaborate if you don't.
Not Layla. Damn, no, Laya.
Laya.
Yeah, I talked to Laya for you yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you were. Hold on 1 second.
Is that your ringtone?
That's hold on, that's my mom.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Now, while Jared takes that phone call, folks, the reason we have our good buddy Grogu with us is it's Star Wars Day. Happy Star Wars Day to everybody. May the 4th be with you always. It is important that every year we celebrate this. We normally do it at the baseball park, but it's raining outside, and it's pretty nasty, and we're broke, and that's just all there is to it. So instead of going to the park and being fans, we're going to bring the fandom to you, and that's why
Jesus
Christ. That's why Grogu is joining us today, because he said, yeah, we don't want to sit out in the rain. He wants to come do the podcast with us. So as always, folks, it's always a very special reminder to May the 4th be with you, and he's going to be hanging out with us today to elaborate on a lot of things. Elaboration is good. It's an adult conversation. It means that it is healthy in terms of discussion. But there's a lot to talk about this week. And, you know, we have fans of just entertainment in general have been a little spoiled lately. A little spoiled.
Do we really? No, first of all, you didn't let me finish my thing. I talked to Leia yesterday about you.
Well, can you elaborate?
Yeah, I talked to Leia to you. Like, you don't remember Leia?
Leia who?
Leia these nuts on your face?
You won't see nothing.
See, well, I mean, you were sitting over there having a phone call. I was trying to, entertain the masses of people that enjoy us every week here live on Twitch. But yes, you will not lay your nuts on me, sir, or these nuts in general. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But regardless, it's a good joke. I like it. I walked into it. I knew it was coming.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You knew something, but you didn't know what.
I know exactly what it is. Dude, sir, I work with technicians. They insult me daily. And then they they say some wild shit.
Londa, please tune in later if you can. What up, Epic? Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, what's up, dude? And Londa, have a good time at that party, bud. Hopefully you meet some nice girl there. You know, get a little bit of hot study.
And I don't know if everybody, if he announced it correctly, but he probably did it some lame ass way. Hey, to everybody, it's 28 degrees outside, and guess what? It's May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was kind of like that, yeah. It was. Hold on. Hear me out, man. Like, look, we've enjoyed a lot of Star Wars days in recent years.
This motherfucker thinks it's terrestrial radio.
I mean, dude, imagine if we were the last people on the planet. Well, I wouldn't say the last people, but we were like the voice of the apocalypse. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be really cool.
I would love that.
You know,
it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Your daily time for radioactive testing.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you test yourself, because if you don't test yourself, you will deteriorate.
Deteriorate indeed. Lance Catamaran, that's her name.
Who the fuck? No, Ronan Jackson is
Ronan Jackson. Yeah, so that would be dope. Fallout, anyone? Anyway,
that wasn't supposed to be about Fallout.
Well, it's just the most post-apocalyptic thing I've seen recently and been playing. Not in the last couple of days. I have
you
not
haven't
been
watched fucking Terminator recently, then.
So I want to talk about Terminator since you brought that up.
Okay.
I saw something. I don't know how true it is, but there is apparently a new Terminator movie being made with John Cena.
I did see that.
I don't know if that's just some fan-made thing to
first
annoy
of
us.
all, you got to realize this is a franchise that will probably never go away. They've made way too much money on it, and people they'll watch them. Now, whether you're going to see Arnold anymore is a whole different story.
Yeah, and I will say this as a, we talked about our top 10 movies
Matter
last
of fact,
week.
there was one that Arnold wasn't even in.
Yes.
The one with the dude from Avatar. I forgot the name. His name.
Is that Genesis?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so I just want to elaborate on the fact that John Cena might be playing a Terminator, and I don't know how to feel.
I can see it.
Oh, I can see it too. And the Terminator lore is obviously very sacred to a lot of fans, a lot of diehard fans, no pun intended. I think that obviously after the second film, and I do like the third to a degree, it's just kind of like, what are they doing? I think they're trying to recapture that magic, and it's obviously probably not doable at this point.
Do me a favor. Pick one of those hats and put on Grogu's head.
Yeah, here. We're gonna. I feel like this is a test. Here, we're gonna use the black one just because.
You got to put the strap behind.
Well, here, let me put it behind him. Hold on. All right, now he's an honorary member of the Mad Scientist Lab
There you
podcast. Yeah, you're looking good, bud. And
His head's still a little big, but fuck it.
And please speak up whenever you feel need to. But I'm going to continue. Thank you. So,
I was going to go,
I mean, if he has to, he has to. No, but I think when they make these films, yes, it is a financial juggernaut at the box office to a degree. But at the same time, as fans of story and the lore of Terminator and the post-apocalyptic world.
Apocalyptic. Apocalyptic now.
I would tell
Bombs
you.
leak.
Yeah, sorry, I was having like an aneurysm just momentarily.
That was a retarded Wu-Tang member.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is.
That's gonna get flagged.
Yeah, but I'm actually kind of curious to see this because I know John Cena's not a great actor. Hold on.
Did you see this snickety shit?
I haven't seen it. I've seen snippets of it.
It wasn't bad, but I mean, I liked it. It was funny.
Look, I think he's actually not. What's that movie?
Especially
he's in?
since we don't get a lot of comedies anymore.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
And I don't think he's a terrible actor. I think there are certain things I think he's kind of fit for, like the comedic relief.
Well,
he was kind of like that as a
is,
wrestler too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He is good at the comedic relief type stuff, but he was more of a serious guy during wrestling.
Well, it depends on who he's feuding with, and it depends on kind of the time frame of his career. Because you're right, there was a point in time where he was just unbeatable. Nobody could beat him. He's John Cena. You can't see him.
I'm a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Hold on. Epic. You ask and ye shall receive. If you look at the emotes, check it out and see what's down there, buddy.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Shout out to Ralph Wiggum, by the way. So I'm not entirely opposed to seeing this movie, and I know this is like we're kind of just shooting from the hip right now. But I would be willing to watch it if Arnold was involved with it to a more. I think it just more involved with the film instead of just being like in a cameo scene or something like that. I don't know if it would work. I'm sure I would probably hate it for a million reasons, but I am willing to watch it. And I can't really believe I'm saying that because normally I wouldn't.
Again, like I just explained to you why you would watch it. It's just like any other. You'd watch it because it's Terminator.
Yeah, but it's a good Terminator. And if it's good Terminator, then, we got no problems. But bad Terminator, I don't know. Speaking of...
Oh, you got one for the train and the hype train. I'm sorry, RJ. We're not even listening to you.
No, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Nobody ever does.
He sent me, earlier today, he was like, I know it might be too late, but see if you can't see it. And if I put it up in the chat, it's just going to say the name of it. So you have to be on Twitch to see this emote.
Okay.
Which... If you want emotes anyway, you would have to subscribe to see this emote because it's tier 1 level anyway. It's not a free emote. Because we did it for May 4th. It's basically a smiling, hugging emote.
Yeah, with all the lightsabers.
Oh, you saw it already.
Yeah, he sent me some stuff earlier, and so he spoke to both of us. He knows how important this day is
so we
to
have
us.
It, and he likes it. OG Butt Stuff is in the building.
What's up, Butt Stuff? Always good to have you around, brother. Or ma'am.
If I was a wrestler, I'd want to be called Phantom Foreskin.
I mean, that's pretty.
And a special move would be wringing their necks. Wow. I feel like I've heard that joke before, but I'll give you points for being original as far as the context of the joke.
Yes. No. Who doesn't like butt stuff? I mean, wait.
Bro, wow.
Wow, hold on.
That's not even what we're talking about.
Here, let me just time out. Pause.
Okay.
Can you just edit this out of the show?
First of all, earlier, I want to tell you guys what RJ did while we were in the car. So RJ wanted to stop and get beer. And we stopped to get beer, and he was like, "You're going to have to hold that." And I'm like, "Oh, why?" I mean, I don't, because he put it in the middle console. And I'm like, "Why should I have to hold it when you could just put it on the back seat on the floor?" And he's like, "Because you got longer arms than me." And I'm like, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?"
It's racist.
Do I have longer arms because I'm black?
Do you? I don't know. I mean, you're older, so therefore you must be taller. That's how I equivalate things with things in such.
God.
So if you by default, if you're older than me, you're taller and you're longer.
I'm not taller than you. And that's not true. And you know that's true. Ooh.
Possibly. I will not.
You're taller than me, RJ. Shut the fuck up.
I didn't know that. I don't feel that way. If that
I mean,
makes
it's
you
not
feel
by
any
much.
Yeah. Well,
What are you, 5'10"?
yeah. I think that's a very accurate assessment.
5'8".
It's okay. No big deal. No big deal. I don't even really think like that, but that's okay. It's Star Wars Day. We got to be happy. We get there.
See, I got him on his heels, guys.
I got to keep me on my toes, if that's what you mean. But since
No, I got you on your heels. That means you're. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do half the time, so I just kind of wing it, and if it works, I'm cool with it.
Well, that's part of the problem. You're not calculated enough, my friend.
I am probably the smartest man you'll ever meet.
I didn't say that. You say that every time as if that is supposed to change the fact that you're not doing the thing that I said you should be doing.
Correct. I'm just going to say correct because it's a little too much for my brain to compute
Exactly.
moment at this time, or as
Like
we
I
like
said
to
in
say
the car,
professionally,
the shit chess, not checkers.
at this juncture. Okay. I like using that word.
Always.
It makes me.
It's always chess.
It just makes me sound
Life
smart.
is a game of chess.
So since we're talking about termination, I just
You
gotta
just
be-
can't wait, can you?
Well, I'm going to ease into it like
Matter
you
of
want
fact,
me
check
to.
see if this guy even. Nope.
There is nothing.
Of
We
course,
we
of
are
course.
alone in the
That's
universe. But so hip hop is a very vital aspect of life and
Hip
music.
Hop Anonymous?
Hip hop anonymous. Yeah. Shout out to Rob
Thanks
Schneider.
for redoing my my impression. Thanks.
Well, I just
That's great. That's a great impression that you redid so well after I did it. Great.
well,
Thanks.
it's
Thanks.
because
Thanks.
I appreciate your level of sarcasm. Excuse me. Hip hop, it will never die. It is an evolving genre of
What's
music.
happening?
Oh, are we good? Are we still on?
Oh, never mind. That was the old camera. Sorry.
All right. So we're still with
Because
you guys.
I left my tripod at home, so we couldn't do the third angle today. And I accidentally hit the button to the third angle.
All right. I just want to make sure we're still telling everybody.
No, we're
what
good.
they
Go.
need to
Keep
hear.
going.
So, just like any genre of music, hip hop evolves. Just like rock or whatever, country, whatever you want to call it, it's something that you feel. Recently in hip hop, there's been a quite bit going on. There's been a lot of rap beef going on. So, something that is kind of like an ancient way of hip hop in this day and age, in my
Are
opinion.
you really easy? Like you're extra easing it into it. It all turns into pop. No, sir. Not nowadays. Well, yes and no. But I think this is why what we're talking about, this battle has become so interesting to so many people, because pretty much on one side, this is how I look at it.
All right.
And there's other people who may look at it differently, because I know people who are on one side who are also this way. But on one side, you have hardcore hip hop fans.
Mhm.
Like, this is like, and I'll get into that after this, but there's a certain set of criteria that hardcore hip hop fans kind of live by.
No, I agree with that.
You have to there's in the certain time period that I grew up in, and partially what you grew up in, that was the golden age of it.
And yes, I 100%.
And you got to
agree with
remember,
that.
I'm I'm 5 years younger than hip hop.
Jared just outbeating Google, hip hop, and Earth Day.
Oh yeah, god damn. Well, I was around before the internet too. So.
Continue.
But so then there's so you have that, and I don't want to make this like a ageist thing, because I think even though if you're younger, I think you can still go back and, like, if you really care about the music itself, that style of music, the genre, then you'll go back and listen to other stuff with an objective mind. And
Okay.
I always go back to this, thinking objectively, thinking critically. No matter what age that is, if you can do that, you can make an informed decision and usually get to the right place.
Yeah, the
And that's
the meat
it-
on the bone.
That's anything in life. So that's the one side. The other side is, I grew up on this guy. This is what I know, and I'm only sticking to it because I'm loyal, but I'm riding or dying with this guy no matter what. If that does that, am I being?
No, I think that's perfectly clear, and honestly, I think that makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm saying, is that? Am I? Do you agree with me? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. I was gonna let you finish before I kind of.
I was finished, but that was me
okay.
tossing the ball to you.
Oh yeah. So no. So like,
we'll get these fucking segues together at some point.
I'm gonna lay it up eventually, folks. Shout out to anybody who's played that position. Anyway, no. So I agree with you, because in the rap battle that we're talking about is obviously between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And there were other people involved with it recently, but that means really nothing at this point.
That's what there was a couple of TikToks that I did off of this, but go ahead.
So I agree with you, because Drake, in this day and age, the career and the success he has he's pretty much a very global known name, and the same with Kendrick Lamar.
This is who Drake is to me, and take this as you will. Drake is the Taylor Swift of hip hop.
I think that as somebody who was very, very involved with it at a younger age, I think that's a very fair analogy.
And I didn't say hop, I said pop.
Yeah. And I wanted, before I even go any further, I have never been a hater of Drake by any means. I enjoyed his original mixtapes. I was a fan when he kind of blew up and did his thing 10 years ago.
I want to go on record as to say I've always been a Drake hater.
Okay. Well, we know Jared. And this isn't, for me personally, not coming from any negative space. There has been a lot going on that has transcended in the last month or so, where
too many words.
This battle has kind of, as of last night, just reached a very, very personal level.
No, it wasn't just last night. It started before that.
Yeah, or the last. We'll say this last week. Put it.
No, man. No, from the beginning, it was pretty personal.
I would just say with what we've gotten as a result.
That Metro, the okay, so it started off with the Metro Boomin and Future song, which I forgot the name of it right now.
Is that the first person shooter?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So it started from there. That was pretty personal.
Yeah.
Well, no, that wasn't that personal, but he still called. He was like, but it stems off of other shit that has been said, and there's been a lot of sneak dissing on tracks from Drake to various people throughout this whole shit.
Yeah.
So now this is just coming to a head, and so then on first person shooter, that's where he was like, no, ain't no big three, it's just big me. So this is where J. Cole and Drake and then Kendrick Lamar, this is where they were all involved. So then J. Cole, this is where I wanted you to sum it up, but I'll do it. So then J. Cole comes back with a diss track. Did Drake do one before that?
I don't believe so. He
No,
seems
no.
to be typically the one to respond afterwards, if he does.
Yeah, well, that's beside the point. So then J. Cole comes back and he says his part and he does his thing, but then he goes, and I was actually watching it live because it was on Amazon, or Twitch, I should say. He said he's like, like back 10 years ago I would have been down for this, but I don't want to do it. Like I was in a different place at that time, and now my spirit, it just didn't sit right with me doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically, he didn't apologize straight up, but people are saying he apologized. He just said he's just gonna be like, you know what, I'm good. I'm probably just gonna take it down. I don't want to deal with this. Which, from a mature perspective, I can understand. And fine. Because maybe he saw, okay, and J. Cole's not a dumb guy either.
No, he's very involved in his community, and he's a very down to earth guy from everything I read.
He's not a dumb dude, so it has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Okay.
He's not a dumb person. So I don't think that I think what happened was he saw the writing on the wall. He was like, you know what? I don't want to get in the middle of this shit because it's about to get dirty, which means he knows some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's plenty of pictures with J. Cole and Drake together, which is fine or whatever. If you just sticking to work, then that is what it is. But he saw the writing on it. He was like, you know what? Nah, this is about to get down and dirty, and I don't want to be a part of this. Which, again, I understand that.
Yeah.
So then everybody else after that, oh, J. Cole, blah, 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 he's weak. Blah, blah, blah. But then I think Drake responded after that, right?
Yes. This is almost like an Avengers kind of catalog.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Which is, so I was talking to some of my...
Stay on task. Stay on.
Yeah, no. Listen.
Let's sum it up so for people who don't know what's going on first.
There is basically a...
No, man. No. Where I left off, where was it at? You said that didn't Drake respond after the J. Cole thing? After he apologized, did Drake respond or did Kendrick respond first?
No, I think Drake did with the 50 push-ups song.
Okay,
yeah,
there you
50
go.
push-ups,
So now,
yeah.
what I'm trying to get you to do is lead from there.
Okay, so with the 50 push-up song, Drake comes out, throws some shots at people, and he was throwing shots at various people in this track, and somehow Rick Ross got involved. He dropped the track.
And they've had beef for a while.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad. So I've actually, in the last 2 days, I've sat down and I've listened to literally everything that has transpired.
Yeah, I know, but people who don't know, we're trying to get them up to speed. You're just talking off of people like you're talking to me. Like I already know. Not everybody knows.
All right, so I'm going to let you know.
Okay, so
the general public.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
This is not just about you, RJ.
I know. Jeez, you sound like my father. Jesus Christ. The world doesn't revolve around you.
Okay, relax.
Anyway, so it comes out with 50 push-ups. Throws some more shots. There's a little bit of dust settling, and then everybody's like, "Hey, where is Kendrick Lamar?" Who is a very well-renowned lyricist, respected.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
You kind of skipped over the Rick Ross thing. Rick Ross came in. If anybody doesn't know, Drake is pretty much Jewish. His mom is Jewish and his dad is black. So Rick Ross came in, and there's gonna be a lot of like nuances to this. So like, don't take what we're saying like that it applies across the board. In this case, a lot of stuff that we're about to say applies to only Drake, and I'll give reasons why. So Rick Ross comes, he kept calling him white boy on his Instagram. He didn't even, he was like, I'm not getting into this either, but yeah, you see what, blah, 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 da, 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 da. And then and Rick was like, you know what? I'm going to let Kendrick do this shit. Pretty much that's what it looked like to me.
And it's funny you say that now that I think people understand, like you were talking about J. Cole, I think we all understand it now. And the writing on the wall.
I understood it a day ago. So then J. Cole a couple days ago comes out with Euphoria.
Kendrick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kendrick Lamar came out with Euphoria, which is pretty long, and basically it's telling him everything he's gonna do. And I saw it in the if you break it down again. All right, guys. I said this on a TikTok on my Instagram, a TikTok and my Instagram, but Kendrick Lamar is a Pulitzer Prize winner, 2018. You can look it up. You don't believe me? He's a Pulitzer Prize winner for poetry, and I forgot the exact category, but it's basically poetry.
Damn.
If you don't know, again, the Pulitzer Prize is one of the highest honors you can get as a writer in the world. So this dude, which is the first rapper to ever get it, which is huge.
Which is, that's a milestone accomplishment.
Is going against whatever. I'm not even going to say my bias about it. But anyway. So then he comes out with that. And he basically says, he breaks down in the song, he was like, you know what? I got this, and I got this, and I got this. I'm not going to say it right now. But if you fuck around, you're going to find out.
That's kind of what I took from that song as well. Because as I listened to it, because as somebody who has always been a fan, music, hip-hop especially, has not been kind of in this category for a long time. I mean, you can speak about certain diss tracks that people hold.
The last big one was probably Drake, Pusha T.
Yeah. And
I got reminded about Drake, Meek Mill, recently, but then I wanted to continue, but I was like, you know what, Meek Mill's not the greatest. Like, he's not battling anybody that's fucking on any of the people that we're talking about right now's level. I don't think Meek Mill's on fucking J. Cole's level. He's not on fucking Kendrick level.
Yeah.
Pusha T's, I don't think he's on Pusha T's level, although a lot of people hate on him. But I'm like, how can you hate on him when he's one of the greatest too?
Dude, Pusha T is, I know we're Virginia natives, or I am at least, and you are. I know, I was just fucking with you.
I will smack the fuck out of you.
I know you showed me that road in Richmond, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah,
those streets.
Yeah, those streets. Yeah.
I'm out in the streets, literally.
No, but we don't really see stuff like this anymore. And so when Euphoria came out earlier in the week, one of my coworkers said something. Now, granted, I was kind of looking at this stuff from afar before. Like, I wasn't overly interested in it.
Same here.
And they were like, oh, hey, Kendrick Lamar put something out today. And I literally turned to my coworker and I said, did he now? And they were like, yeah. And they were like, it's pretty bad. And I was like bad how? They were like, no, it's kind of bad. And I was like, all right, I like this because I like entertainment just like you do. I like the spirit of competition. And who doesn't, as a hip hop fan, because we were talking about this, doesn't like a good battle, man?
Also, hip hop is about battling. It's always been about who's the best lyricist. And this goes back to what I think what hip hop has been missing for the longest time. We've lost the lyricists. Yeah. It became about the beats again. Don't get me wrong. It started out with the beats, and then the MC would come on, and then the rapping came on over that, and then lyrics came through, and now we're back to beats again.
Yeah.
But now it's time to bring the fucking lyrical warfare.
And we've seen a lot of that transpire in the last several days. So I took the time at work when I had time, and I was like, here, let me put on Euphoria because I was interested. I was like, I said this has got to be good. And I listened to it, and I was sitting there, and I was like, damn. I was like, this just can't be it. Like, I was like, there's no way. There's no fucking way this can be it. Because it was good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty surgical to a degree. And I'm like, nah, this guy is too good at what he does to have it just be this.
All right, so I hear your point. And so to add to it, I posted on, I was just like, you know what? I feel some shit that I got to get off my chest right now. I know I talk shit about people, anybody has a platform these days or whatever, but I still want to put out more content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as the comedy shit. So I was like, you know what? Just set this tripod. That's why I forgot it because it was in my living room. Let me set this tripod up, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna record my thoughts and what I think is about to happen. Sum it up in like a minute.
Yeah.
I could play it on here, but I don't feel like digging it up. This is why we need a fucking producer. But basically, the first video I said, this seems like a Compton style drive by to me. Like he found everybody's mama's house, went up the fucking block and sprayed the fucking block up, and he's doing it day by day. Because this is when the one came out after he said it was back to back because then he came out with that second joint.
Yeah.
Which was 1616 or 616 in LA. So after that, that's when I did the video. After 616 in LA came out, I was like, okay, he's spraying the block up right now. He's like, I know everything. I know where you live. That's why I was like, this is some Compton gang shit right now. And he went up, fucking sprayed the block up. And you know what? And I was like, I don't think he's done. And because in my head, I was just trying to explain it in a way that kind of to be funny, but at the same time, this is what I know is going on in the background. I'm like, he's got some shit in the chamber, ready, and I didn't even know this at this point. But it's just something in the back of my head. I was like, yeah, he's fucking setting this dude up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some gang shit. So next thing comes out last night, pretty late in the night. It was like 9 something. Drake comes out with his Family Matters thing. But mind you, this whole time Drake has been going back and forth on Instagram, putting bullshit up. Like, nobody's fucking paying. Like, come with the fucking lyrics, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then Family Matters comes out. I listened to it. I was watching Twitch, and everybody started switching over and listening to that shit. And as I'm watching, I think I was watching Kai Cenat or maybe Academics.
Yeah.
Because Academics is a fucking knob slobber of fucking Drake and shit. So I wanted to hear the other side. Again, objective points of view. I want to hear every point of view. So Academics is fucking slobbing on his knob. Oh, shit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm watching in the chat, and everybody's like, yeah, Kendrick just dropped. Like, this is literally going up. And one guy's like, he's looking it up, and he's like, man, y'all bullshit. There ain't no fucking, he didn't drop no shit. Y'all trolling. Fucking, and then I looked away and I was listening to the song again, like the Drake song more, and then people kept saying, Kendrick just dropped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, this is not no bullshit.
Yeah, no.
So I had to go look it up myself. Next thing you know, boom, lo and behold, Kendrick dropped on his fucking YouTube.
Dude.
A whole nother track. 20 minutes after this, Bama just fucking dropped his fucking track.
So I want to say.
So I was right.
So I want to say thank you, because the reason I knew that track came out is because I was actually talking to you. We were texting minorly, and I was like, "Hey man, did you hear that shit today?"
I was texting you because I knew something was about to happen.
And
I knew it was in the. I was like, I knew it was there.
Well, no, and it's funny when Euphoria dropped,
and I think there's at least 2 more in the chamber.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, it can get worse, but after Meet the Grams,
Meet the Grams is. You know what? I think he's got a whole fucking album prepared,
dude. So it's funny you say that. So I'm sitting there, and when I listened to Euphoria, so I reached out to a very good friend of mine. I will never use his name on this show because I'll sleep at the bottom of the Potomac River. He's not going to do that. At least I don't think.
Just keep going.
Anyway, I actually reached out to him. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I said, "Hey, man, what do you think?"
Don't react to what I'm doing over here. Just do your thing.
Well, no, I'm also like in my own mind.
Oh.
So I said, "Hey, man," I said, "What do you think about this?" I said, I said, this man's kind of cooking right now." And he, of all people, and I find it funny because we don't really agree on much, but we're good buddies. I said, this man's kind of like dicing your boy up pretty bad.
Wait, who? Can you name names or no?
No, I cannot. This is somebody you actually do not know, believe it or not.
Okay. I was hoping it was somebody who I've been talking shit to for a long time, and I've been telling them like, "Oh, your boy is not fucking cool, dog."
Yeah, no, I think we all know who that is.
Not we don't all know.
Yeah, but I said, hey, man, I said, dude, this was pretty legit. And he said, nah, he said, I think it's kind of mid. Yeah. And I said, dude, there is no fucking way you think that. I said, you are hiding behind a brick wall.
All of them are saying that. They all said it from the beginning. But if you listen to that shit, bro, and then listen to it like you would listen to a Jay-Z album back in the day. You would break it down for what it is, piece by piece. Bro, it's a fucking work of art. It's fucking poetry.
Yeah.
And it's like ghetto poetry.
It is.
No, it's not even. It's like a therapeutic poetry. Like, look, this is an intervention.
Yeah.
You know what, guys?
Counselor.
Guys? Yeah, exactly.
I am your counselor.
Guys, look. Everybody have a seat. We have a problem. And we can only fix it together.
Dude, and I want to tell you something. So this was after Euphoria dropped when I reached out to him, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, nah, man. He said, and I will say this, the only thing I didn't like about the Euphoria song was I didn't really overly care for the beat. And that's why when I initially...
Well, there was a bunch of different beats.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand it more now.
And he also messed up on one part. The name of the actor from Sixth Sense, he messed up on there.
And so I was like, all right. I said, I like this. This is really good. I said, but like you said, something was coming. I just knew in the back of my mind, I was like, this guy is way too talented to just put that out. Yeah. There's no way. There's just no way.
But he even said in that song, he was like, look, don't make it personal. It won't be no problems. We could just keep this shit competition-wise.
Yeah.
And I won't fucking put out what I already fucking prepared, bitch.
Don't tell any lies about me. I'll tell truths about you. All right, dude. And so, basically, when like Jared was saying, the stream was blowing up. Hey, Kendrick just dropped. So I was fortunate enough to heed Jared's warning. He said, hey, check this page out. So I was like, all right, I'm laying there in my bed. And I'm like, all right.
This page, that was Kendrick's fucking YouTube.
Yeah. Kendrick's YouTube. So I was like, all right, I found it. I was like, oh, Meet the Grams. I was like, cool, something else. Because I listened to 616 yesterday morning.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But see, this is what I'm saying. When I recorded the first video, it was after the Euphoria joint.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. It was after the 616.
Yeah.
And that's where I said it. Man, I should pull that shit up.
There,
give me a second.
So while Jared pulls that up, I will kind of further elaborate. So Kendrick dropped something yesterday morning. So it's Saturday right now. Friday morning, he drops another one. It's like, oh, damn, he's circling the block. He's literally doing the drive-by, like Jared's saying. It's like, damn. And then everybody's waiting for Drake's response. And like Jared said, he's coming for the heat and all this. He's posting stuff. He drops Family Matters, which in all respect isn't terrible by any means. But then
it's not terrible, but like what these motherfuckers are trying to say is people are giving him a win for that.
No, you're not getting a win for that. Exactly. That's not happening, at least on this show. Because, again, several minutes passed, and then you get thrown in a coffin again, dude. So, Meet the Grams is Kendrick Lamar's newest diss track. God forbid we get another one, and if we do, I could only imagine what that would be like. And I'm listening to it, and I would say in the first maybe 30 seconds of that song, I paused it, and I was like, I paused it. I literally paused it. I literally hit the pause button on my YouTube page. I was like, boop. And I sat there and I was like, oh man, this is going to be really, really bad for this guy.
Okay, hold on. Let's this is after, hold on, let's see. This was a day ago. So this was after 616.
Is that what you look like on camera?
Yeah,
like
what the fuck are you trying to say, bitch?
Hey, you look like a handsome man. You fucking douchebag.
Oh, why is it not showing over there?
I don't know. Is it not showing over there?
Oh, I know why it's not showing. Oh, because this.
I'm digging. I've always been a huge fan of your wall art, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody else gave me some. Just give me a.
Yeah. So while Jared again is pulling that up, so Meet the Grams is.
Wait. You're ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself. I'm just trying to fix.
Oh, well, I didn't know what you were trying to do. So
aspect ratio.
Aspect ratio.
It wasn't in the middle. Okay, there we go. Play, bitch.
There we go. And it's not playing.
It's not playing.
I find that. Oh, here we go.
Ah, y'all can't hear it? God damn it.
Oh, they can't hear that?
No.
Oh, that sucks. Are you eating an egg, by the way?
No, it's fucking donuts.
Go nuts for donuts.
All right, let me download it and then we'll figure it. Okay,
right.
so we'll keep going, RJ.
All right. So while Jared further assesses the technical aspect of that, so Meet the Grams comes out. Like Jared said, 20 minutes. 20 minutes after Drake comes out and everybody's, fist pumping. They're like, yeah, Drizzy, And again, I'm not a Drake hater by any means. Shout out to Brent Hill, by the way.
I'm a Drake hater. I said it already.
Yeah. And so
I'm the original Drake hater. Fuck Brent. Brent, he just takes it to a different level. I don't fucking go out and fucking put it in public like that.
we love you, dude. So again, I paused this 30 seconds into the song and I was like, oh my God. I said, there's 6 minutes of this? Because in the first 30 seconds, I was like, this guy's already done. And so, like most fans and adults, I proceeded to hit play and I listened just like the rest of the world did. Kendrick Lamar basically just surgically dissected that man's entire being. His personality,
Sorry, guys.
his well-being, his family, and I don't think I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say this right now, and I might be still riding the high off of it, but I don't care. That is probably the coldest diss I've ever heard in my life. Dude.
Yeah, I was.
That's the coldest diss song.
I was looking at some person that he was a little older than me. He was saying. That was the coldest that he's heard since No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline is one of the hardest fucking disses of all time.
Yeah, and we're fans. So, I mean, you got No Vaseline. You've got the very famous Hit 'Em Up. You've got Ether. You've got Eminem's Nail in a Coffin. There's a lot of disses that float around or have been a very pivotal point in the hip-hop industry. This was kind of like otherworldly. Like this was like from another planet. This is probably one of the most personal disses I have ever heard in my life. And maybe since we haven't heard good ones in so long, maybe that's why we're so, like holy fucking shit. But if you listen to it, my sister, who is not a very avid fan of either of these artists, well, I would say she's probably more of a Drake fan than
I know
Kendrick Lamar.
I'm getting there, Epic. Give me a second.
She was like, yo. She was like, did you hear this? And I said, yes. I said, I heard it last night while you were sleeping in your bed comfortably. I said, I listened to Kendrick Lamar, who I thought was in my house with a knife because that's how creepy and how goddamn good it was, dude.
I heard a theory that some people think it was a creepy or eerie sound of what's the Elton John song, Benny and the Jets?
Benny and the I'm a big Elton John fan, by the way. Yes. So, I mean, that if he sampled that.
But you know what that, no, I don't know if he sampled it, but you know that song that
Academics?
That song, if you know that song, it's about.
What did I tell y'all earlier? I told you this was.
If you know that song, then you know that it's about basically a band and the fans getting too overzealous about a band that's like pretty shitty. And
yeah, see, I didn't even know that.
There was a theory that I saw today that somebody came up with. Because if you listen to the two compared, it does sound like a creepy version of that.
The whole time I listened to that song, I was in fear. All right, because
it is a haunting joint.
Yeah.
But Alchemist is the one who did the beat.
Oh,
I found that out earlier today.
Oh, hey man, dude, Alchemist, shout out. Oh, dude, I've always been a big fan of his.
Okay, so
oh my God, dude, did that guy get not massacred on wax again? And so we're kind of getting to the point where we started this conversation that there are people that grew up with Drake. They grew up with him before he was even a rapper, when he was famous for his role in Degrassi. You know, Jimmy, who got shot and put in a wheelchair and all that other
I've
stuff.
never even seen it. I just know of it. I just never seen it.
I've never seen it either. It was, kind of past my prepubescent years.
Sure it was.
I didn't watch Degrassi, you dick. Because I'm a man. I watch professional wrestling.
We don't believe you. You need more people. Where the fuck is the damn...
And I cannot tell you how cold that fucking diss was. He went in on his... And you know what's crazy? He spoke about his family, but he didn't even disrespect his family.
No. He said, look, this is... I told you it was an intervention. He told him, like... so I want to add one more point before since I can't find where the fucking audio is. I'm going to bring my tweets up. Or not my tweets, my TikToks up. But Greg did a response to... And I don't know if he's clear. I mean, he put this on... TikTok. On Twitter. God damn, all these fucking T's.
Yeah.
X. He put this on X, so this is public fucking domain. So I can see when he responds to other people. So this is what he put up. RJ, you can't see it over there.
I can't see it, but shout out to Greg. What's up, brother?
So basically, again, this is inside the baseball type stuff. If you heard the song, it was like, this battle is over. This battle was over when Drake told a black man he's rapping like he's trying to free. Oh, that's the other thing that a lot of people are saying. Like Drake, this is the Family Matters joint.
Yeah,
Drake told him to like stop trying to free the slave. Stop trying to rap like you're trying to free the slaves. Like you're just playing now. You're really just playing into why people don't want you to fucking say the N-word.
I mean, that's some pretty racist shit if you think about it.
Yeah, why would you say that? Like, of course, why wouldn't he say that? That's who he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's always been for black people.
Yeah.
So, again, I agree with that part. But then Greg's response to that, which basically agreeing to it, but he was like, that line alone lets us know how this man sees himself in relation to blackness. And I could not have agreed more. Again, that's the reason why Rick Ross called him "stop white boy." That's the reason why fucking he told him, we don't want you to say nigga no more. Like there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and we're not saying there's a reason why. In the last song, and I can't Meet the Grams, when he's telling his son Adonis, he basically said, "You're a black man. Don't fucking listen to your father."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how was his son a black man before him? That's the crazy part.
Yeah, dude.
But see, this is what I was saying earlier. If y'all were listening, because this is a little bit of inside what I was saying, it doesn't apply across the board when it comes to the race stuff.
Yeah.
Because you could be biracial. Nobody's saying that. As a matter of fact, a lot of black people embrace biracial people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I got no problem with
it.
Yeah.
Well,
obviously,
for a white man, you should not say that.
No, no. I mean, dude,
my point is, everybody's argument is that Drake is using his connection to black people to sell shit to black people.
Yeah.
No,
and I agree with that. I agree.
And so this is why we're like, oh no. And I'll send you the video that I found recently of him when he was younger talking shit to his mom about her not making him the sandwich that he was waiting for. Like, I wanted a bagel and tuna fish sandwich. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Make your own fucking sandwich, bitch.
Get your own lettuce, motherfucker, and cut your own tomatoes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so they can't. Fuck, I want you to hear it too, but I gotta fucking switch the monitor shit somehow.
Well, Jared switching the monitor. What we're basically kind of getting at, man, is that this diss was so real. If that, I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but you're attacking somebody like verbally, obviously on wax, who is arguably one of the biggest stars in our modern day and age. And it's like, hey, man, I might not be as popular as you and this, and that. But you know what? I know who you are. I know what you do. I know where you sleep. I know what you do. I know how you think. And he destroyed him. He destroyed him. Reason. Is that my voice?
Yeah, keep going. You gotta
is
stop letting shit affect you.
well, I'm not used to that. But when you hear something like that and you're like, holy fucking shit, I don't think Drake could ever recover from this. Pusha T did it a few years ago. Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody's like, oh, Drake is immortal. Drake is untouchable, like Michael Jackson.
Well, because they didn't put Pusha T at a high enough level, I think.
Which is horseshit, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's horseshit.
Like his last album, again, I should have won Album of the Year for that, but we know how that is.
Yeah, no, I do. We love that guy, King Push. All right,
The fuck
the
is
2
that?
up, 2 down, baby.
How did I do that last time easily without fucking everything up?
And so I'm listening to this shit last night, and then I wake up this morning, and I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that shit again. And I listened to it again this morning, and I was like, oh my God. This guy literally just said, and do you know what the crazy part, do you know what the cool thing about that whole thing was? Not only was the beat creepy, it fit the vibe perfectly, he was calm the entire time he was rapping until he got a little, got a little emotion towards the end, dude. That third verse on that track is fucking deadly. That shit is probably worse than COVID, SARS, and everything else. That shit killed that guy, dude.
Now, see,
Drake is in a coffin, bro. Drake is in a coffin. I'm not a hater of his. The guy's going to be obviously more wildly popular than I am. He's going to get more women than I am. I don't care. But on wax, dude, as a fan of hip-hop and a fan of just the art of being an MC, even if you want to put him in that category,
I don't want to do
which
it.
I don't think a lot of people will, is awesome.
Shut up, RJ.
Dude, this was awesome.
No, shut up.
Oh,
'cause
what are you doing?
Trying to fucking
I
get this
know.
shit to work.
Oh, I thought it was
who the
supposed to.
legitimate one is.
Well, you're not gonna hear the whole thing. They will. You can't hear it now, Epic? So I gotta do both. God damn it. Well, we'll cut this out, but we'll play this again. Hold on, give me a second. God damn it.
So what do I do now?
Keep talking for a second.
All right, I'm going to keep talking. And while I'm talking, I think it's very important that you should always catch us where you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Saturday live here on Twitch. Why not? Check us out. No point in going outside. You might get murdered like Drake. LOL. Yeah. That
All
shit
right,
was
shut
cool.
up.
I know
What about
who
now?
the legitimate one is. And I've always known. But what I'm trying to figure out is, how come nobody figured out that this feels like a Compton-style gang attack? Like, he got his homies rolling through the streets, going up to Bama's mama's houses, and he just spraying up the block, one day at a time. There's more coming, y'all. This thing ain't over. And I'm telling you, OVO ain't winning. That's all I'm gonna say. What the fuck do I know?
Jared, first and foremost, I want to thank you for being Nostradamus for several moments. I also want to know where the fuck you got that donut from, because it sounded good.
Well, there's a thing. I fucking ordered 2 fucking donuts. Okay, so I ordered food because I'm down to my last, I don't know, $50.
Well, yeah, welcome to America.
So I ordered some food from a gift card from work, from Amazon.
Well, there you go. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's all good, man.
So I
it's
was
all
like,
good.
man, I'd be wanting sugar at night. Let me just make sure I got enough of everything that I need for like the next week and a half or so.
Yeah.
I ordered my shit that I ordered that I put in my crock pot and all this other shit. I was like, you know what? We get a bag of donuts. This is a little mini donuts.
Oh, donut holes. Yeah, who doesn't like
not holes. Just, donuts.
Donuts. Okay.
Powdered donuts. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe 2 bags will probably be. And so I started eating that shit yesterday.
Yeah, dude.
And the first bag is almost gone.
Dude, I mean, so I actually ate a donut, not a donut, yesterday at work. Apparently it was...
You're trying to change the subject. I'm not done yet.
I'm not. Oh, I thought you were done.
I got one more. So
right,
I was being Nostradamus. That was after 16 in L.A. That was earlier in the day.
Earlier in the day.
That was in the daytime.
the daytime. That's how crazy
like
this is.
I had the fucking blinds open. It was sunlight, so you'll notice the lights different.
Yeah.
There was sunlight outside.
Glad you're getting some sunshine, brother.
No, I ain't getting no sunshine. I'm still inside. So then here's the other one. I gotta fucking bear with me, guys. I gotta switch the fucking the sound again. So RJ won't hear it right away. They'll hear it right away.
Well, I'm cool with that because I get to listen to you.
Shut
What
up.
did I tell y'all earlier?
So I can fucking.
I told you this wasn't over.
I can't concentrate.
I told
when
you.
you're doing that.
Sorry. I farted, by the way.
I said Kendrick was gunning down the fucking block.
Here, I'll start over now that we have it correct.
What did I tell y'all earlier? I told you this wasn't over. I told you. I said Kendrick was gunning down the fucking block. I knew Drake was gonna come back with something, but I also knew that right behind that was another flurry. Not minutes after Drake dropped his joint, Kendrick dropped his response. Come on, bro. Why y'all think Kendrick Lamar, fucking J. Cole just said, you know what, I apologize. I don't want no smoke, dog. I'm good. It wasn't in my spirit. No, it wasn't in your fucking skills, dog. This man got a Pulitzer Prize for a reason. For those who don't know, Kendrick Lamar does have a Pulitzer Prize. It's one of the largest, the highest levels of a fucking writer that anybody can get. And we talk about Drake? Drake?
You were also eating in that photo.
Yeah, I was eating peanut butter.
Hey, man, dude, peanut butter is like, I don't know, it's very universal when it comes to food. So shout out to you for eating peanut butter. And even if you were eating it by
fix
itself.
this before it fucking fucks up again. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, you have peanut butter and jelly. You got peanut butter and celery. You got peanut butter and marshmallow. You got peanut butter and banana. I mean, the list goes on.
Okay, so because you couldn't see it from your angle, like you didn't see on the first one toward the end, I popped up at the top of it. It said, "Also, the Earth is flat."
Dude, no, I did not see that.
But then I had a round Earth next to it.
Hey, man, I did not see that, but your troll level was on 1,000.
But then the last one, the second one, I said, also, we didn't land on the moon. Or we never landed on the moon. And then I have a round moon.
I'm almost kind of convinced that didn't happen either.
And then Epic said, so did crabs think fish are flying? They could. I don't know.
I mean, dude, if I saw
I will have more fucking conspiracy theories to come, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean,
I got one more to do, so I'm waiting for this battle to go. I need to do this in 3, so my fucking page kind of looks evened out right now, which just has those 2. So I'm gonna do one more of these, and then because like the George Joe Biden one, I only did 2, and I wish I had done 3 of those. But anyway,
no,
I'm gonna do one more of these, and we'll see what happens. If it pops off, we'll see what happens.
Have you guys taken anything from this conversation?
I doubt it.
No, well, hold on. Because it goes back to your original statement. There are fans who expect a certain level of something from their artist, and then there are people who are
Not
just
their
gonna
artist,
be,
the artist, an artist.
And
If
then-
you're gonna be at that level, and you claim you're at the level of these other people, you got to be able to do the entire aspect of what hip hop, or I don't want to say hip hop, what that art is.
yeah,
Like for me, comedy. I feel stand up is my like focus, so I need to be able to, the simplest terms, be able to perform on stage, also do crowd work, also write, and promote.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, I'm my own business. I am a business.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a brand. Like, so you have to be able to do all that if you want to be considered amongst the greats. Because that's the only way the greats got there. They didn't get there just because somebody said, "Hey, it's your turn." No, they fucking still had to work to get to that level.
No, and I
same
agree.
thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Same thing with hip hop. If you're a hip hop artist and you want to be considered among the best, and you want to say you're a part of the big three,
You need to be,
then you need to be fucking doing big three shit.
yeah,
know what
no,
I'm saying?
I agree with that. And again, this is not coming from a negative space for me personally at all, because again, dude, 10 years ago when Drake was, or maybe 12, that little, probably
He's
a
been
little
around
more
for a
than-
minute.
Yeah. When he was breaking in the scene, dude, I had Comeback Season on repeat. Just his various songs. I'm not a fan of his.
You bought that album?
No, what Comeback Season? No,
Yeah.
I had. At the time when it was popular, I had an iPod. God forbid, and people don't know what that is.
So you
anymore.
bought that album?
No, I downloaded.
But iPod is the same shit you have right there next to you. That's the fucking thing. That's where
Yeah,
it
but
came
I was,
from.
yeah, but I was able to download it. I didn't pay anything for it.
Oh, so it was free.
Yeah, I didn't pay anything to listen to the mixtapes.
Oh, it was a mixtape. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Not his.
You didn't clarify that. I thought it was an album. I don't
No.
know because I never listened to Drake.
Yeah,
Again, he's always been. Once I figured out who this motherfucker was, I was like, he's corny as fuck.
Oh,
And you know the sad part is, all the motherfuckers that are on Drake's side called the fucking Kendrick fans corny. It was like, hold up. So now it's corny to be smarter than you motherfuckers? You just like him because he fucking makes fucking catchy songs and shit.
Yeah.
And that's cool. If that's all you want to do is dance, fucking dance. But I like to kind of have a little bit of intellectual, I don't know, I like my fucking brain to fire when I'm listening to something or
Yeah,
doing something.
When it comes to music in particular, there are no matter what genre it is, there are songs that are fit for a certain environment, and then there's when
Yeah.
you're in your car and you're just kind of trying to vibe and all that. I as somebody who
Like you
listens
seen-
listens to everything,
Yeah.
I got no problem playing certain things in my car, but then I get to kind of and I'm not trying to be like the old man hater right now, but then I get to some of the newer music and I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
you're being the old man guy.
Yeah. I'm not.
But there's things that like Drake shit. If I'm going shopping, like Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, I should have said that backwards, but he said it best. He was like, if I'm going to Target and I'm shopping, yeah, I'll listen to some Drake. I don't like, but it's not like I'm there to fucking get some profound information from this guy.
Yeah.
I use it for what it is. It's filler for when I want to hear the real shit or do the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. And I think that's correct because people
Jamari missed out on this one.
He did. Because for people like you and myself, and granted you are a tad bit older than I am, when you get to like real, hold on.
I know what you're because you say this to me on a personal level all the time, and I hate when you do that. You're about to say, "Oh, I don't listen to the new stuff." This and other thing. That's fine. You don't listen to the new stuff.
Well, that actually wasn't at it.
Well, no, but you were about to say that before.
All right.
That's fine. You don't listen to it, but you really can't talk shit if you don't listen to the new shit.
No, and I agree with that. That's fine. I think you have 100% case against even if I have a level of biasness with that. What I was kind of getting at is that when you get, dude, like my favorite rapper of all time is arguably Nas. All right, I'm a huge Biggie fan. I love I love boom bap rap.
How was your favorite rapper of all time? Arguably anything.
Well, because
it's yours, not anybody else's.
That's fair. But at the same time, because, I might pivot from time to time. It's like, yo, dude, I honestly think Ready to Die and Illmatic are the two best albums ever made, period. That's it. Like, you have The Chronic. And then from my perspective, everybody's going to be.
Are you forgetting about Doggy Style? What are you talking
about?
Yeah,
no. Hear me out. Like I said the two. But then I think about it. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, I've got
you sound real East Coasty right now, dog.
No, dude. I love The Chronic. I love, dude. I'm a big West Side Connection fan.
Still hasn't said Doggy Style. Crazy to me.
Hear me out. Doggy Style, believe it or not, was probably one of the first CDs I owned when I was a kid. And yes,
I had the tape and the CD. Now what?
Well, I didn't have the tape. I had the disc. All right.
I had a lot of tapes though.
I mean, dude, that's dope though.
I had 36 chambers on fucking tape.
Oh my God, dude! Like, are you serious?
Yeah, I lost it.
Oh my God, dude! Even worse.
No, okay, stop screaming at me.
I didn't mean to yell, but that's
I think I still have the actual case in my mom's house somewhere.
And that's sick as fuck, dude. 36 Chambers is arguably one of the best albums, if not the best album ever. But it's going to be
epic. You really like E40?
Dude, I like E40.
No, I don't not like him, but I'm surprised to hear him say E40.
Oh, dude, E40 is pretty dope.
Yeah.
But no, so I love West Coast. I'm a huge West Side Connection fan. I'm a huge Cube fan. I love Snoop. I keep forgetting you're a little bit behind me because there was a lot of shit. Like West Side Connection was later. Well, I know it was later.
Because you got to remember, like I'm around like Ice Cube during Lynch Mob days and fucking shit. Yeah, there was Lynch Mob, and then after that, then you got Tupac in there, like Dear Mama shit. That was before he went. That was after he went to the West Coast, but then before he went to jail. Oh no, I think he might have just gotten out of jail.
No,
that was his last album before Suge took him.
So when it comes to hip hop in general, I might be slightly biased.
That's what's up. E40's dope.
I might be slightly biased with the East Coast boom bap, just because that's kind of what I grew up with.
Well,
but
I mean, that's the original. That's where hip hop started.
And so, like, when I look at,
I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
there's a lot of, like, Kendrick is actually, didn't he move here for a minute? And then people were talking shit about that. They were saying, "Oh, he moved to New York and this, that." I think, but so did Ice Cube. And guess where the fuck Ice Cube is these days?
Yeah, Ice
Cube left because he was tired of dealing with bullshit with the music industry out there. He was like, you know what? I'll go somewhere else and make money. And now he's one of the biggest movie producers / directors in the world.
Yeah, and so there's a lot to take in from those things. And when it comes to the sound of music, I'm a huge UGK fan. I love Outkast. I love Southern hip hop. I love the Midwest. I love Do or Die.
Wait, who in the Midwest? Oh, you're talking about like Ohio?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like Nelly.
No, dude,
Nelly is kind of Drake-ish. Nelly was like the stepping stone for Drake. To be honest,
and
let's be real. I feel like Drake may have gotten his style from Nelly.
And if he did,
think about it.
I think Country Grammar is probably one of the best albums ever made.
Think about all of Nelly's album. Did you listen to him back in the day?
Hell fucking yeah.
Okay. So listen to him, listen to his show, think about his stuff, and think about the stuff that Drake did. You telling me, plus he came up the exact amount of time that around that era that he would have been influenced by Nelly. Because that Air Force Ones, all that shit, that was before Drake.
Yeah.
That's why he was on fucking Degrassi. Like, wasn't he wearing those fucking Air Force Ones in fucking Degrassi? Like, whatever the character he was playing? Bruh, come on.
Well,
he stole his style from fucking Nelly. And Soulja Boy.
And if that's the case, I will.
It is the case. Soldier Boy already proved that.
All right. Well, I'm not even gonna. I don't even have any dislike against
Drake!
Soulja Boy. But hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think Country Grammar is arguably one of the best albums. Period. I know that might get me some heat.
Yeah,
but that's
you're
okay.
saying arguably about everything. Now you're not standing on business. Fucking say what you got to say.
All right.
If you think it's one of the top 5, then go ahead and say that.
No, I would say it's. Is it in my top 10?
When you say arguably, that means it's somewhere near your top 5, bro. Come on.
No, it's not near my top 5.
Then don't say arguably.
Well, I use that as in a subjective
You
manner.
use it as a what?
Yes.
You use it as a fucking crutch.
All right.
It's
so
a crutch
here.
word. Stop using arguably.
All right. So we're not going to use the word
I'm being
arguably.
fucking really critical right now because now I'm buzzed.
All right. Yeah.
Use
all
it right.
So we're buzzed. All right. So here, we're going to do this. We're going to say, I'm going to tell you right now, the greatest rap album of all time is Illmatic. Behind it is Ready to Die. The third one is Be Against the World. The fourth one is 36 Chambers. And the fifth one is The Fix by Scarface, who does not get the credit he deserves. All
Well,
right?
because he's from down south, and Houston doesn't get a lot of credit.
No, they don't. And I was not a huge buddy of mine when I was younger, kind of put me on to Southern hip-hop. Not that I wasn't a fan of Outkast or the bigger names, but when I became a fan of Southern hip-hop, Pimp C was in jail. All right, we had Bun B.
Let me write you said top 3. You just said top 3?
My top 3 are Ready to Die,
Okay, I got you.
Illmatic.
I'm writing mine.
And the only reason I use the word arguably because I know people are going to say different, but for me personally, at least my top 2 are always going to be Ready to Die and Illmatic, period. And then you have such an excellent catalog of other music that comes after that. It's like, man, how do I kind of put this in a file, like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. It's hard. It's difficult for me because one day I might like this album more than the other. I mean, shit. I think Reasonable Doubt is an incredible album. I don't know if it's in my top 5. I know that sounds fucking ludicrous. No pun intended.
Yeah. Okay, so here's mine.
All right.
Hold on. I'm going to write it down so I can remember it. My top 3. AT Aliens. This is in order.
Okay, all right. Which is, that's a good one to start with.
AT Aliens by Outkast. Illmatic by Nas, obviously. And Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. Now, those two kind of intertwine, and also it was written as pretty high on that list, too. It's probably in the top 5.
It was written as an excellent album. It doesn't get the credit it deserves, especially.
I don't know why, because it's fucking not arguably one of the best albums.
No, I agree. I think
hip-hop history.
I think Nas is writing for his as they like to call it, the sophomore album.
Now we're talking about. I'm talking about all around, and I'm sure I wasn't. I probably could have been influenced by other stuff, but this is what influenced me when I was listening to stuff. And there's other stuff. I'll listen to the Cube joint. I forgot the name of it now. When he was
what is it? America's Most Wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that, but
yeah.
I can't say that I would add that because it wasn't in the forefront of what I was dealing with
Again,
at the time. You know what I'm saying?
as a fan of anything,
But I don't want to be. This is what I'm saying. Like we have to, and maybe I'm fucking backtracking myself. So, I guess it's all subjective. Just like comedy is subjective, music is subjective at the same time. So, after all this talking and what we're saying this entire time, I guess however you feel, whatever makes you feel whatever way,
of course,
is what is your thing. So I still am a Drake hater.
Yeah, and
because he's just his persona and who he is and what you know what? You know who said it the best? R.I.P. DMX said it the best.
Earl.
And you know what? Actually, he was about to be in my top 3. He's definitely in my top 5. His first album, not Flesh of My Flesh, the one before that.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Yeah. It's Dark as Hell is Heart is one of my favorites.
That album is and to your credit, it is so hard for me to categorize albums because it is something that you feel. Music is something you feel, no matter what genre it is. But for me to label 10 albums like in chronological
10 is
order,
easier. 10 is easier. 10 is easier than 3.
Well, it's hard because I think Reasonable Doubt, obviously, I said it wasn't in my top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 is easier than 3. Because
it gives you space.
It gives you mad space.
Yeah.
And 5 is easier than 3. Because when you go down to 3, then it's like, okay.
You're getting to the core
Yeah.
of who you are and what you really value in terms of.
Now, I would tell you right now, when it comes to musically, all around, not just who's the best MC, I have to still go with AT Aliens. Because musically, if you just listen to that shit, like, it's so many different. You can hear the gospel, you can hear hip hop, you can hear like kind of techno and DJ and party, and like it's a whole bunch of shit and Southern style all mixed into one. That's why I like that one better than I like their first one, which was again a classic. I remember watching that on BET. Their Southern Playalistic Cadillac funky music,
dude. Talk about a jam,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
Talk about a jam, dude. Yeah, talk about a jam. And anybody that knows me, on a personal level, knows I'm a big jazz guy. I love when it comes from the soul, man. I really, really do, because that's where the best shit comes from.
Yeah, ATO has a little jazzy in it.
Yeah, and so but I agree with you. When you do get to the top 3, it basically kind of sums up. Maybe to another individual who you are and what you like. Shit, dude. Look at, I'm not even a huge 50 Cent fan. I mean, I am.
Oh, he changed the game, though.
He did. Get Rich or Die Trying is incredible.
I was a fan before that album came out, and I forgot how I even figured out who he was. But you know what? I was going to clubs, and I got a snippet, because that was back in the day when they would hand out cassette tapes, like wrapped in shrink wrap and everything, and it'd be like a snippet. It's like, oh, yo, check out this snippet tape, blah blah blah. And I got a snippet tape of 50 Cent one time, and I wish it might still have it somewhere, but bro, I was like, yo, this dude is on a different level. So then the internet was around, but you couldn't just look up shit. You had to.
Yeah, you gotta go find shit.
You had to go.
You gotta go find
listen to the radio. Fucking listen to. I don't even know how I found out about it, but this is how I learned about he got shot 9 times and all this other shit. I was like, okay, this dude is fucking tight. And then I got a Who Kid cassette tape somehow, because back then that was his DJ Who Kid. Need an echo for that. But then anyway, so then. Fast forward, I was living in California when Get Rich Die Trying comes out, and I'm fucking cranking that shit. I'm engulfed in all the media. Bro, they changed the game because they had, remember there was like a video game / like 3D video on the CD? You remember that shit?
Yes, I do.
And if you didn't have a computer, you couldn't see the extra shit. But I was engulfed in the whole Get Rich or Die Trying shit. And to me, that's like the Matrix of hip hop albums.
It's crazy because you're right. And I remember I was in the 8th grade when that album dropped. My buddy Marcus, shout out to Marcus.
I talked to him a few weeks ago. I'm trying to get him to come back over.
Yeah, hey, he actually hit me up the other night. He has yet to hit me back.
Because I think I saw him and we talked, and we're trying to get it back to him.
Yeah, that's my buddy. What's up, bro? But I remember, riding the school bus, everybody, I don't even want to say back in the day, but at that time period, you had your disc, your CD player, you had your earbuds, you're on the bus.
You're skipping ass disc, man.
Hey man, I try to find a good one, and I try to find
yeah,
good
but
earphones.
bro, trust me, there was no good one. They all skipped because that media, like, you can't put it sideways and expect it to fucking play right.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm not judging you. I'm telling you what it is, and like maybe somebody else listening doesn't understand what we're talking about. Remember, this is a fucking different time.
Yeah.
And like you were like, oh, well, I had the greatest. No, you didn't, because if you put a Walkman or not a Walkman, the Walkman worked fine because cassette tapes were actually, for the time, cassette tapes was a perfect medium. CDs were trash for portable / mobile. Of course, Laserdisc, and that didn't last long. It wasn't until we got to iPads or iPods that walking around after cassettes was okay to play music. To be real, like,
yeah, no,
bro, I don't care how good your fucking CD player is. If it's off to the side, it's not gonna. The laser's not gonna hit it.
And you're talking about a very bulky item too.
Yeah.
Like putting it in your pocket is not as accessible as putting a cassette player or
you
even an iPod.
You had to clip it on your hip and it still run with it or walk with it.
Yeah. So no, running with it. Yeah, I would never do that.
You couldn't run with it.
No, you can't.
Let's stick with this.
Yeah. So the big thing for me when I bought a new CD player, because I bought a small handful in my lifetime, I just wanted to make sure I had the best earphones. Like, so
again, that doesn't matter if your fucking CD is skipping. Which at the same time, while your CD is skipping, you're scratching your CD, so your CD is getting fucked up.
So I have in my car currently, in my center console, the one that I made you put the beer behind. If you were actually to open that center console up, you're going to find a lot of dope albums that are destroyed because they're 20 some odd years old.
And they're also bouncing around in your car.
Yeah.
There's probably sand and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. So I have a
fix
lot.
Those.
I could. And now that you tell me that, maybe I will.
But where are you going to play them at?
In my car.
Oh, I think do I still have a CD player in my car? I don't remember.
It is kind of a dated.
It's been that long since I've driven my car that I don't know what I have.
I mean, it is a dated Ford medium. I do agree with that. But
2013. But
if we literally just go outside and open my car up, dude, you're gonna find like classic albums in there, like literally.
That's fine. I know. Like I had a whole book of shit, and I fucked up by consolidating it into one thing. But I was also in the Marine Corps, so it was like it's easier for me to put it in one book, and I had the cover art for each pouch, and I had it in my order, and bro, I had so many good albums.
Yeah, and
but
I did
at
too.
the same time,
I did the same thing, so I understand.
It was cool to do that, but at the same time, I have a service that I pay for that I can listen to anything ever made, for the most part. Some idiot fucking artists, because they don't agree with certain shit, that will take their shit off.
Yeah,
but I can listen to anything, anytime I want to. At this point, now when shit changes, you never know. Because I don't think the artists are still getting paid what they should be. Like that shit I was listening to earlier.
Yeah.
Before the show started, which if you weren't here long enough, you didn't hear. The artist, I've never heard of this artist. I heard this person on TikTok, and I was like, "Oh, this is a tight jam. Does it have a full jam?" Oh yeah. Oh, are they on Spotify or Apple? Not Apple Music. Amazon Music. Oh, they do. Oh, it's only a 2 minute and something 30 song. Oh, I guess I've got to put on repeat. Song's not great, but the song is jammy enough where I can listen to it on repeat and it sounds fine looping over itself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're getting those streams. So they're playing the game. They're like, I only have to play 2 minutes of some change and make the shit sound good enough where it loops over at the end. So I get all these plays.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about streaming. The same thing with social media, that people have figured out how to game the system where, all right, if I play a little bit shorter, somebody's they're gonna replay it. So I get all these extra plays, which means in turns I get extra money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what, I don't know, that maybe didn't make sense because you don't have any idea what I'm saying.
Well, I do know what you're saying.
Oh.
And I am smart.
You need to start making content.
No.
You need to start making content. for the channel.
I think 2024 has been very good to us. So I think I should be good to you.
Did you see that last fucking,
What, podcast?
Yeah, the last podcast on YouTube. Fucking you. First of all, YouTube was being weird. It was at one point, which is crazy to me. We only got 5 views in like 3 days, and then it went down to 1 view. And then today I looked at it; it was at 7 views. And I know I shouldn't care at this point, but the reason I cared is because I posted a short from the video from the, like, it was a little clip from the same episode. And that episode, that shit didn't even move. It's got 1 view. And it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, because
I don't know if it was the title or what, but it was just like, yo.
Well,
what the
I
fuck
know,
is
and
happening?
I know you've brought this up before. I know with those things, because I know you're obviously kind of more involved on that.
I mean, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Yeah, well, in that aspect. But excuse me, I looked at it too, and I saw the views, and I was like, and you might not think this, dude, but I think the same way you do sometimes. When it comes to, it's like, all right, man, we do it live. Maybe a majority of people watch it.
Yeah,
while we do
I
it.
try to think, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm like, all right. It's like, how the fuck did 1 week we have, 70, 80, whatever it is, and then it's like they're 5. It's like, is the moon not in alignment? Are we not talking about anything good, dude? I think about this stuff, dude. I take it into heavy consideration, especially about. The things you're telling me to do. It's like, hey, make some content. And it's like, then when I see stuff like that, it's like, oh shit. It's like, well, because I feel in recent weeks, I feel that we've kind of.
I thought it was pretty good, but I mean, but at the same time, a lot of stuff that I've noticed is when you think something's gonna work, it doesn't. But the shit that you don't think is gonna work.
It turns out to be no, but you're correct, because I've had even just different points in my life where I have to wake up immediately. I can barely bathe myself, and I run out the door, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm not together, like here, mentally,
Yeah.
and it turns out to be one of the best days ever, and it's like, wow, how the fuck did this happen? How do I get up every day, do the right thing, and nothing works, and then I get up. And then I just fumble around, and it's like, oh my god, here we are. Here's fucking gold.
You know what we should do? We should say fuck the third angle, go back to what we were doing.
Yeah.
And I know that the people in Twitch, I don't know. First of all, there's only nobody here today except for Epic. But
What's up, brother?
I don't know if I would necessarily think we should even show the Twitch chat on the YouTube anymore, which means the only people who are going to see the chat are the people who are on Twitch,
Which I think is fair.
which I think they should be the only ones who get to see each other's thing. I don't think it's fair for people who are on Twitch who are here live and engaging to see. I don't know, Epic. What do you think? Like, you're a founder, bro. Naffin. What the fuck is naffin?
Nothing.
Naffin. Just listening because I don't know how much. Oh, you must be drinking.
He is a little sauced.
That's fine.
That's all right.
So
brother.
I think we should just keep the chat from off of,
and I know that
because if they're already talking to each other in here, I don't think it doesn't matter. Like, let them engage by themselves. And then if you are on YouTube, then you see it on YouTube. I feel like, I think we're giving away way too much, and not getting anything in return from the people on YouTube.
Well, I think that's a fair assessment.
And I'm not trying to say like, oh, they owe us anything. What I'm saying is, or even audio, but I just don't think that they should get. Yeah, like to be on a Twitch, to be live is more of an intimate thing. Like we're all here doing this thing at the same time. If you're here, you're a part of this shit, then you're a part of it when it happens. If you're getting the shit later and you're getting chopped up shit, something that got chopped out, that's you missed out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's I think we need to go back to that.
I also think
I like the third angle. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good, brother.
I'm going through a process right now.
That's all right.
I'll give it to you in a second. I like the third angle. Maybe we'll try third angle, no chat. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I also think at the same time too is since we are so consistent, the big equalizer in being whether we're gonna make it to the next level or not. I think sometimes
I'm not even thinking about that anymore. I just like doing this shit. Like
no. So what I was getting at, it was like, so we are beyond the consistency point at in this time, and I think what happens is I think people get comfortable and they're like, hey man, I love listening to these guys, but I know they're going to come out next week and they're going to drop something else, and I think sometimes that might, as good as that is for me and you, for the average viewer or listener who, however you consume the podcast, they're like, hey, man, I can listen to I listen to these guys every week, but this week, I got to pick my kids up. I don't have time, So I look at it that way, too, because I don't look at it like we're not good at what we do, because I think we're very good at what we do.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not either. But here's my thing. I think what happens is I'm always trying to figure out how to improve on things.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, maybe I change a thing where the people who rocked with us from the beginning don't fuck with it. And maybe I could be subconsciously, or maybe I'm doing, bro, don't blow that into the mic, please.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I heard all of it.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe I just, and Epic made a good point. He was like, being in the chat is a perk of being on the live stream. So I think we're giving the people on YouTube too much for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I mean, well, if I was going to equate it to anything, and God forgive me, sorry, Jared, but I'm going to equate it to professional wrestling. Because when you give fans everything they want at the moment,
They don't appreciate it.
Yeah, they don't appreciate it. There's no storytelling.
Matter of fact, I'll give you a perfect example. Whatever, I think it was like 5 episodes back, and I'll say his name, Sean. He commented, "Thank you for commenting." However, you commented on an episode that was 5 weeks ago. He was like, "Yeah, I listened to the show." Yeah, thanks, bro. But you commented on one that was 5 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and maybe you want to keep up, but by that time, whatever we're talking about is gone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we try to be as upfront and as up to date as possible when it comes to, especially since we've been doing it for so long too.
Yeah, I know, Epic. Like, it gets frustrating, man. Trust me.
We don't want to be. The last thing I want for me and you, dude, is.
Well, we're gonna do this regardless. Now, whether we do it live, or even put it on Twitch, or here's a possibility.
Oh, danger zone.
Here's a possibility. We do the regular show, Twitch live. But we do, and then we'll have that same Twitch episode. We'll still go. Thank you, Epic, for the 10 gifted, man. You're much appreciated. We love you.
Yeah, love you, brother. May the 4th be with you, dude.
Oh yeah. May the 4th be with you. Maybe we still do the show regularly, but then, and I already have it set up, but that's just another thing that I got to do. Maybe we have exclusive content. And we'd put it on a Patreon, which is behind a paywall. You want to see this exclusive content? Maybe we record it, and I just go straight home and fucking edit everything, and then that exclusive content. You want this exclusive content, and blah blah blah, which means we would have to probably take it off of Twitch. No, we're already doing that, because if you want the exclusive content, maybe okay. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it live on Twitch. If you're here, you're here.
Yeah.
Because the people who are here on Twitch, they're already contributing to the community. But
To the lab rats.
So that means I'm gonna have to, when I do the editing for YouTube, I'm gonna have to chop some stuff out that is only exclusive to the people who actually go to the Twitch.
I think that's fair. I no, that's not a bad idea at all. But you got to remember at the same time, folks, is that, you know, as people who do this on a week in and week out basis, we have taken so much time to progress and advance the show. And again, I really feel like sometimes our greatest weakness, and I'm not saying anything negative about it, is the fact that we are consistently available. I almost sometimes feel like that we're.
Can you do me a favor? Because I'm not gonna lie. This is 100%. Bro, we're literally. I don't know why I have echo right now, but we're literally 11 subscribers away from 500 on YouTube.
We're close, man. I mean, that's a.
But
big
I'm saying,
thing.
like, what are you doing to get those subscribers? Like, who are you talking to? Like, is anybody that, like, are you saying, hey, can you please subscribe?
Well, I say this to the
And I know you
people
don't go out anymore or whatever, but like, we've exhausted our peer group.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say friend group, our peer group.
Our peer group.
Because
Why are you such a peer?
our friends would show up here. Aside from Epic, we're not talking about you. Our friends show up here week in and week out.
Yeah.
No matter whether it's as a comment on YouTube, and everybody's good. Everybody who watches and is saying, y'all know the people who contribute understand what I'm saying. But there is a large group of people who watch and don't do a fucking thing, no matter where they get it.
Yeah.
And don't do a fucking thing.
Do you think it's because people don't know what to say or how to react properly? I mean, you know, because I'm put it this way. I like to initially put it this way, give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. However,
That's fine. You can do that. I told you I'm done with that. Just because, like today, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm done with giving people benefit, because I've been doing the damn near begging for so long that, like, I'm like, you know what? You don't want to do it? That's fine. You say you want to do it? Okay, prove it to me. You say you're going to do it, but then you don't follow up. Again.
So no.
Now, hold on. Let me finish. I'm sorry. You got to let me finish my thought.
All right. I'm just listening.
All that to be said is, I do not expect shit from nobody. All I'm saying is, if you say you're going to do it, you got to fucking follow through. I'm not going to fucking chase you around. I'm not going to fucking like, hey, blah, blah, blah. No. Because me and you, I would think at this point we have an understanding.
Yeah.
We're going to do this shit regardless because we love doing it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're here doing it now.
And I'm just saying, I'm fucking not chasing Bamas around. I don't know.
No. But
I'm just,
I understand you, dude.
All I'm saying
I do.
is there's a lot of sometimes there's a lot of views and there's a lot of no actions.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. It's like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. Look, I don't even give a fuck. You watch the shit, guess what? Thank you. Thank you for the view. But I know if you're watching, you're not fucking responding, I know what you're doing. You're waiting for a fucking failure. And you know what? you're the fucking failure. Because you ain't doing shit. You're watching me, bitch. Don't watch me. Watch TV, motherfucker.
Can we get a motherfucker real quick? Motherfucker. Oh, I'm glad that was there. And I'm glad that we have it, even though I know you hate when I say that.
Because I know that's what's happening.
Well,
Bro, I'm telling you, I know it. I see it in everything, every piece of content that I put out. I see it. A bunch of watching ass motherfuckers and nobody fucking supporting.
it's almost like you have like this gift.
I'm a clairvoyant bitch.
Yeah, it's almost like you're a mutant. So since I'm talking about mutants,
I'm a mutant, bro.
Yeah. Since we're talking about mutants,
Look, you saw the videotape. The TikTok. You saw the fucking videotape.
Mutant, the Foreseer. There we are, Jared the Foreseer. Yeah. Since we're talking about mutants, let's
change the subject.
Yeah, because mutants are mutants are pretty cool. And you know what else is pretty cool? Fucking X-Men. Oh my God. What did I say last week? I was like, "Kid, this show get any better?" Then I was like, "Holy shit!" And then I watched this week's episode, and I was wrong yet again. And I was like, "Oh my God!"
You know what I was upset. What I realized I should have done this whole time. I should have filmed myself watching it.
Oh.
I should have filmed every reaction that I had. I should have filmed myself watching this shit every fucking episode.
I don't think we expected it to be this good,
bro. Because I thought of like after the last episode.
Oh my God!
No, after the last episode, I was like, well, first of all, you heard everybody at the beginning heard my ringtone.
Yeah,
I did that after the first episode.
Oh, hey man,
and I had to figure out how to make ringtones on an iPhone just to have that on my phone. So I did
science.
that. It's technology, but whatever.
Bitch.
Same thing. STEM. So I after this last episode, and I kept catching myself like, why am I reacting like this? I was like, bro, I should have recorded, because I saw it on TikTok. This one chick, she was recording herself doing this shit. And I was like, I should have done the same thing, because I've had I've never reacted to a show like this in a long time. Even Shogun. Like, there's been scenes where I'm like, oh my God,
yeah.
But this shit is like, yo, what the fuck was that? That type of shit.
Yeah, this is literally like a nerd. Like I think what is it called? Like a fever dream or something like that.
Stop saying nerd shit, man.
Yeah.
We're not nerds. We're just fucking people who fucking enjoy good shit.
We that's such good shit.
I'm done with the fucking.
I want a divorce.
I'm done bringing myself down to level like, oh, you're a nerd. No, fuck you. You're a loser because you don't understand. You're just too stupid to get it. That's where I'm at, bro. I'm on some different shit these days, bro. I'm over being mediocre. I'm over being what everybody else wants me to be, bro. I'm tired of that. There's something in me that needs to get the fuck out. I'm like the Phoenix right now. I need to get the fuck out and bro. It's over.
So, like, for those who have not been watching X-Men 97, please, and I share that sentiment 100% with you, dude. Because I thought that's my problem. Apparently, that's my problem. I thought I knew everything. I was like, you know what? Last week was fucking sick. And when the episode came out Wednesday, I got home Wednesday night. I actually kind of made it on my to-do list. I said, hey, once I sit down and talk with Mom and eat dinner, I said, before I even turned my Xbox on, I said, I'm going to watch X-Men. And I watched it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my fucking God. Again.
Yeah, every week.
Yeah. Like literally again. And
careful screaming into that joint.
I know. I know I'm probably ruining the whole audio aspect. My bad.
Just pull it away for it. Like, if you're gonna scream, like, scream away.
Well, I was so into it. I was passionate.
Yeah, but you can still turn your head. Be conscious.
I am conscious.
That means in the moment.
Yeah, I understand. I'm learning as I go. But I watched this past week's episode. We are learning a lot about the overall main villain in this season. We are learning a lot about X-Men. We saw some of the coolest scenes ever with Wolverine and Nightcrawler being transported. How fucking cool is that, dude?
When we saw the, what do they call it? What's the fucking word when he goes into the not the nether realm.
Oh, you mean when he like zaps himself?
Yeah, it's a specific place where he goes to. And I forgot what it's called.
I'm drunk, just like you are. So
That doesn't mean you can't recall shit.
I cannot currently. If that
Anyway,
makes you feel that.
yeah. So yeah, Nightcrawler is one of my favorite dudes. Another new emoji. Yeah, you hit the hype train again, bro.
Oh, we're on the hype train again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to get some more. If you got any more ideas for other emojis, I can make it happen.
but
It depends on what it looks like. That one was easy. I just took the background out.
But short and short is that not only are we still being rewarded as people who have been, we didn't even think this show was going to happen. I mean, they said, hey, we're going to put this out, and everybody's like, okay. And, we're kind of in a day and age where
Let me ask you a real question. Since we've already talked about all this shit,
all right.
let me ask you a real question. So they fired the dude who basically created this shit and wrote it and all this. And he already did 2 seasons, and he's been vocal on Twitter about it. You should watch the last 2 episodes of the original series.
I did see that as well.
But he's been vocal as fuck on Twitter, and if you watch New Rockstars, they kind of break down. They even go back to his tweets, even though he's been fired. Do you think they bring him back? They want to do another 3rd season?
I think I look at it as a I wouldn't say like a James Gunn scenario.
No. Let's not bring live action into this. First,
right.
we can get to live action. Well, maybe next week we'll get to live action. But
no. So I think with the success, and again, they already have another season prepped.
okay,
I mean,
if the 2nd season is as good, do they create a 3rd season and do they bring this guy back? That's my question.
I feel the prominent answer is yes. I wouldn't see why not, man. This guy,
Okay, and I'll tell you why not. Because Disney fires people for bullshit reasons. Okay, so here's the background of maybe why they fired him. Apparently, he has. Obviously I don't know what his thing is, but he has an OnlyFans. They fired him because he has an OnlyFans.
Now let me ask
Again,
you this.
I don't know. What the fuck?
hold
I know
on.
what you're about to ask. Well, what's on his OnlyFans? But they also
No,
fired.
not at
They
all.
also fired Gina Carano for fucking speaking her mind.
No,
It's Disney, dog.
No. And that I agree with. What I was gonna say is that hold on, hear me out.
Okay.
I'm not even going against what you're saying at all. Is that I think the way I view certain things, like when it comes to your job, and it doesn't matter what this guy does in his outside time. Hold on, hear me out, and I might sound like a bot. Hold on, hear me out, and you can roast me later.
I know. I want you to hurry up.
Is that, I think when you're in a certain position of power, I think you need to know the power you have. What you do in your personal time is fine. I have no gripes with that.
That is his personal time.
Not if it's on the internet.
What?
If he's got an OnlyFans and everybody can
If
see
he's
it.
making no, not everybody can see it. You have to subscribe.
Yeah, you got to pay for it. Okay, that's fair. I personally, I don't have anything against it, but I just feel like when you have a certain position of power, I just feel there are certain things that you should not.
Let me ask you this: say the creator of that show, the same show that we enjoy so much, was a woman, and she had OnlyFans. Do you think they would have fired her?
All right, I see where you're going with this. All right, so the answer is no, because it wouldn't happen. Because
No. Hold on. Let me take it a step further.
All right,
If she was a white woman, do you think she would have fired her, or they would have fired her?
no, I don't. And
I'm saying that while at the same time they fired a white woman, Gina Carano, for speaking her mind about certain things, and they said people always make it seem like some crazy shit, but it wasn't no fucking wild shit. I forgot what she said, but it's been so long ago. Hire her back, fucking do the fucking show. Actually, that show, they're making a movie out of that fucking show now. It's like Mandalorian's a movie now. Like,
no,
you got no real ideas, no original ideas.
No, I think what people do.
I gotta
think,
pee, and we need to fucking sum this up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So to sum this up, I don't think I agree with you. I don't think they would have fired a white woman who has an OnlyFans. I don't. But when you get into, we're guys. If me and you were to do some shit like that, we would be considered fucking creepy.
Why?
Because we're men. And that's what
You-
society.
No.
Hear me out.
No. That is not a fucking reason. You said because we're men, and that's what society says. No. What? Why? Give me an answer, a real legitimate answer. Why?
The reason is because men are disposable, and that's because at the end of the day, we are the producers of we are the producers of life.
Okay,
and then women fall in that category as well. However, women are the bearers of children.
Okay, we're not talking about that. That's not what we're talking about. So as you say, men are disposable. Then guess what? Here's to fix this problem. Guess what we should do? We should be done with X-Men. We should not watch one more episode of X-Men.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
I'm not coming from anywhere. I'm being real.
No, I get it. But my whole, I wouldn't even say argument. My whole reasoning, I guess, is that women are always going to be. Dude, it's like if you take your fucking baby mama to.
You're being too. No. I don't know. I'm not going to get into this. But you're giving too much leniency just because they fought for this shit, and now they want to complain about it. That's not how it works.
I get that.
Live how we live so you understand what we did while you didn't have it because you claimed you didn't have it.
I get that, dude. Trust me.
You're being a little soft right now.
I'm not being soft, dude. I'm not.
No, we're men, and we should just fucking die of fucking infection. Go away.
Dude,
like,
well,
get the fuck out of here.
You didn't let me finish. Like,
but you did. You said it twice.
My point is that yes, as guys, like we obviously get probably the short end of the stick at the end of the day, because women are so valuable. They're this, they're that. But doesn't that go into the idea of that, because a woman produces this, we should not watch it, or because somebody who does something in their free time, we should not watch this?
What?
Like,
I don't know. I'm not understanding. Because a woman does what?
Because a woman who chooses to expose herself in
but
whatever.
But we'll watch it. So I don't understand.
Hear me out.
I'm trying, man.
I know.
I gotta pee, and we're already at 2 hours.
Are we?
Yes.
Thumbs up. The point is that women are able to get away with things that men aren't because they're women, and we can elaborate.
But you're not giving you're just saying whatever the world fucking says. You're not giving a fucking clear, conscious answer to why.
Well,
you're just saying, because society says so. This is what I'm trying to explain. This is what I always try to explain. I don't give a fuck what society says. I don't give a fuck what authority says. I don't authority means when you told me earlier, you need to grow up. No, now I'm going 10 times even worse. Just because you told me I can't do something.
All right, I'm listening.
But that's my point. It's why you shouldn't be accepting shit. Bro, we enjoy this shit. So now, after the second season, we got to fucking deal with some dumb shit now? Why? Because this dude fucking had an OnlyFans, but they can have fucking OnlyFans? That's crazy talk. What do you talk? And then you're just because women can do what they want. And no, they fucking can't.
No, dude, that was my point.
No, but you didn't say it like that.
Well, you're fucking yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I let you say it, and then it didn't come across the way I thought you were trying to say it. I don't know.
But what we are trying to say, folks, is you can catch us anywhere you get your podcast.
This fucking guy.
This Apple Music.
He
Spotify.
waits till I gotta pee, and then says some.
Dude, I've had to pee for 2 hours.
You don't understand. I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead.
All right. So anywhere you get your podcasts, that is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Please
Half of
check-
this is getting cut anyway.
You can catch us on Monday at 9 a.m. sharp on the visual on YouTube, which is
Yeah.
always good.
If you weren't here on Twitter or what, where the fuck are we? At?
X, is it called X?
No, Twitch.
Twitch. But please check us out. Always leaving a comment, subscribing on a weekly basis. Don't